Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video, we are going to be talking about the one, the only Zillow stock has gotten absolutely annihilated, selling off about 14%. And it was down 15% earlier today. So we're going to be talking about what's going on. Should you buy this stock? I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you guys do, like, subscribe, and very, very exciting news for all of you traders out there like myself. For those of you that don't know, I'm a full-time swing trader and we have an amazing school that is now half off. The first time I've ever done a massive sale this big. This is an early spring sale. I want you guys to get fully devoted for trading for this upcoming summer, so you guys can use code half off to get 50% off. Now the great thing about this is it's 50% off, and we have private live streams, we have a group chat, we have quizzes, lectures. It's absolutely fantastic. If you guys want to invest in that trading, in that education, check it out down below. Code half off for 50% off. But guys, let's jump into this here. So looking at Zillow here, this is a chart looking at like the all-time. Each candlestick represents one day. Now looking back, you guys can see Zillow is very, very, very volatile. The stock has gone from $208 all the way down to lows, right here at about $26. So massive amount of sell-off. And the reason why, this was during, 2021, where everything was online. There was lockdowns, there was a whole bunch of volatility in the market. A whole bunch of online companies were just going parabolic, and it didn't make sense. That's why we got so much sell-off so fast. Now, looking at the chart today, you guys can see that Zillow got absolutely annihilated. Went from $55 all the way to lows at $46 before we got some sort of bounce back up to $47. And this is because of this here. Zillow stock sinks after realtor settlement pays way for lower commission. So that's on Yahoo Finance, but this is the Moo version, which is a lot easier in my opinion to understand what's going on. So pretty much any share of any companies that are investing into real estate right now have gotten crushed. Like Anywhere Real Estate, Zillow, we're down about 14%, and generally the S&P was down as well. So we're seeing a little bit of a lot more selling pressure today. This is probably what caused a little bit of this. But let's talk about this here. So the NAR, which is the National Association of Realtors, pretty much agreed on Friday to abandon the industry rule that required most home sale listings to include an upfront offer telling buyers agents how much they would get paid. So making it just a little easier to understand what's going on is pretty much all that means here. So the $418 million agreement would make it easier for home buyers to negotiate fees. I think it's just because now you're kind of going to be able to see what you're paying. Makes sense to me with their own agents, and could lead more buyers to forego using agents altogether. Now, in my opinion, using agents altogether, people, if you're buying a house and selling a house, you're going to need an agent. At the end of the day, agents make it a lot easier to go through that process because it is a difficult thing. When I bought this house, having a realtor was so much better. I would have no idea what to do. So I definitely think that having a realtor and understanding where that money is going is going to be great. Everybody gets a piece of that pie. It's been that way for centuries. I think it's going to be now a little more easier to see, and you're going to be able to negotiate a little bit. So I think that's really, really fair of a way to get into real estate, which overall as a buyer, if you're buying a house, it might make it a little more affordable. We all know right now homes are very, very expensive. Living's very, very expensive. And I definitely think that understanding where your money's going and being able to negotiate fees with your agents is going to be cool and nice. Now, does this cause massive sell-off in Zillow? I get why it's selling off because of that. But I do think that doesn't value the company at all. Looking at Zillow here, the revenues here, the revenue's up about 8% this past quarter. It's a very, very volatile stock. The assets are pretty much about the same as they were the previous quarter. The cash flows up a little bit of about 1%. The EPS is down about 5%. You guys can see it took a little dip there. But overall, I really think that, it's very, very hard to judge a stock on one news article. That's all I'm saying. Looking back at previous history, like companies like Apple, Microsoft, all of those, do you think they've ever had bad earnings, bad news articles? Apple just had one like 2 weeks ago. And so I definitely think that right now that article does not really represent the company itself. I understand it could mean a little bit of less revenue or, whatever it may be. But overall, I think companies learn and adapt, and I think Zillow will. But you also have to realize that, look at this chart here. Look at this chart. Zillow is a risky stock. It's gone up and down at rapid rates. And for me, I don't own Zillow. I probably wouldn't buy Zillow. If I were going to buy Zillow, I would try to buy it on support lines, just because I'm a trader. I like to buy low, sell high. I see a lot of support here at about $27, and that's going to be where my next buy zone is. You guys can see it. We've seen tendencies of getting a lot of support there. And as we zoom out, it's even happened all the way back, in 2018, then 2019, more buying pressure at, in 2022. Late 2022. So I definitely think this little sell-off isn't going to represent the company at all. And yeah, it could mean a little bit of less revenue, but the company's risky. It's volatile anyways. And honestly, as consumers of investing into real estate, this will make it a little easier to understand. You're going to be able to know and negotiate your fees, and that's cool. So guys, hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you guys did, hit that like button and subscribe. And don't forget to check out my swing trading masterclass. And you guys can use the code half off. Only valid for this week, guys. Check it out down below. 50% off the course. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.